Following program has adult language and potential spoilers. Listener beware.
Fantastic Four. Spider-Man. Iron Man. Spider-Woman.
Count Drunkula should be with us shortly.
Hey, guys.
Hey there. Hey,
What's up?
we're almost getting our shit together.
Hey, welcome to the Marvel Superheroes podcast.
Thank you for having me. Good to talk to you.
That's cool. Hey,
I just want to say, in the movie Trainwreck, which I saw today, Marv Albert plays a role, which isn't the same as Harry Carey, but kind of similar.
Marv Albert lost his job for a couple
Or
years.
which is the guy that's the big sports announcer?
Well, Harry Carey is dead. Marv Albert was a sports announcer who famously went on a tirade and got fired, and then rehired.
Which
He
the
didn't
one?
go on a tirade. He got fired because he was busted cross-dressing in a hotel.
I thought he bit somebody, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was in his cross-dressing. That was one of his things that he did. Was he was a biter apparently.
Okay.
So anyhow, who is a big sports guy right now that's like a broadcaster that would be like a name that normal people would recognize?
Bob
Marv Albert.
Costas, Marv Albert.
Yeah, I know Bob
Joe
Costas.
Buck.
He appeared on news radio, so I'm never going to forget him.
Joe Buck,
Not Joe Buck. Hey, maybe it was Marv Albert, dude.
Kevin Harlan. That's what I'm saying.
But
It was
Marv
probably
Albert had
Marv
black
Albert.
hair, didn't he?
Marv Albert came back.
Okay,
This
well,
was
Yeah, he did.
15 years ago.
So okay,
Marv Albert and Bob Costas were both in the movie Basketball, which was...
I didn't see that one. So I'm going to go with Marv Albert then. He's
we're
really
talking
old now, huh?
Yeah, he's pretty old.
He's pretty old. Okay. So anyway, he's in the movie. Trainwreck was good, by the way.
Cool.
Doubt it.
He's never actually seen Inside Amy Schumer. Have you seen it, Ryan?
I have not.
Okay. So,
I wasn't sure if you were referring to something else or if that was...
Same here.
She just did a whole series of sexualized Star Wars photos for some magazine set. It really disturbed me.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
I like that, actually. I thought he was subversive because I think it's playing to that GQ mentality and mocking both the Star Wars fetishization of women and GQs.
From an intellectual standpoint, I understand that and agree, but on just a personal level, her tonguing the lightsaber in her mouth and everything, that just creeped me out.
I like the one with C-3PO's finger in her mouth. I thought that was really nice. That was good work.
So, are we going to get Fix-It in this or not?
Theoretically,
Okay.
that's the premise that he's put forth.
Allegedly.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Marvel Superheroes podcast.
It would be kind of cool, though, to actually have all four of us working together. Because, you guys have never got to work on anything. And Drunkula actually wanted you to do a Secret Origins at some point.
Okay. For who?
For the character that nobody else likes enough to do the origin for.
Martian Manhunter.
No, a Golden Age character named Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder. Why do I feel like I know...
It's a popular name. It's 7 people have used that name, but his shtick was he had a magic word, and instead of becoming a Shazam style god hero, he summoned basically a mystical genie that saved him from his own jackassery.
He wore a green suit with a bow tie, and he had a pink genie.
Yeah,
I've seen Aladdin. We can do a... Oh, hold on. I got a text. Oh, shit. Okay, let me see if I can... Hey, so can I add someone to a group call? Or is this only you?
Yeah. I've got a little thing up here that says add to group call. I mean, we're all hearing each other, right? Are you trying to add...
Trying to add
Fix-It?
Mr. Fix-It.
Okay.
Mr. Fix-It.
He probably should have called me. Well, maybe not. He doesn't know your number stuff, though, does he?
You should have...
Do you know what name he used?
Let me see if I can drag and drop... No, I can't drag and drop him.
Yeah,
I'll forward you...
What name is he going by?
It's his Gmail account. You have his Gmail address.
No,
This
I
is Gmail.
absolutely do not have that.
Are you serious? I'll forward it to you. It's Mexican, so it's hard to say.
That dude is not forthcoming with that sort of thing.
No. Forward.
Wait, where are you forwarding it to?
Your telefono de Cuellar.
What?
Your cell phone. Badge.
Oh, okay. Now, don't forget, I've got the Teflon house, the tinfoil house, so hopefully I can actually receive this text you're telling me about. Did you send anything yet? Because I haven't received anything.
Yeah, send it to you.
Okay, let me go by the window and see if it'll pick up.
Hey, Ryan, are you familiar with what Tech Shield is?
No, I'm not.
Tech Shield is a radiant barrier they put in homes, and it's basically it's a like a very thick foil that they line your roof with, so that like UV rays can't get through and keeps your house cooler.
It also fucks with Wi-Fi.
It absolutely destroys all cell service.
Okay.
Nobody I know with TechShield doesn't have like a range extender sent to them by their cell phone company in their house because they don't get reception anymore. Mm-hmm. So whenever you walk into Frank's house, your phone just like smokes and explodes because it's everything. You have to get on Wi-Fi immediately, or you're cut off from the world.
Yeah, see, it's not going to go by the Gmail account. He has to have an alias for Skype because you have a Skype handle. It's like, Ryan Daly shows up when I'm talking to him. Illegal Machine turns up when I'm talking to you. He has to have a handle like that.
He does.
That's his login.
Does.
But in order for me to search for him, let's be honest too, the odds are against me being able to search for him because he's new to Skype.
Sir, I searched for him and he's now added to my contacts. Will you please just enter the email address?
I did, and I got fuck all.
I got one, so you entered it wrong.
I got exactly what you sent me. Wait, hold on a second. Fuck you. I found him. Shut up.
Thank you. Okay.
Add to contacts.
Hey, Count Drunkula, this is what it's like to actually record with us live, just so you know.
Well, he's got that Secret Origins podcast. I'm sure he's used to socially awkward internet broadcasting at this point.
Very so familiar with it. I've popped a couple cherries on the show. I've had some people who've never been on a podcast before do my show, so that's exciting.
Oh, hey, Frank, I guess I'll tell you this now. I'm trying to get some people to write us a theme song.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah,
show?
Like a live performed one. Wouldn't that be cool?
I really like our song, though. You like our song more than anybody.
It's just as an alternate song. You wouldn't use it every time.
Okay. We need something. Well, actually, we've done okay so far. I think of what we would need one for. So, are they trying to do it for the Marvel superheroes?
Probably whatever I want them to do.
A general roll spine type thingamajiggy.
I don't know. What about like an acoustic cover of our Marvel Superheroes podcast intro? Well, it's your podcast. I want to make sure I get this cleared first.
Count?
He's talking to you or me?
No, he's talking to you. He knows my podcast. He's talking to you.
I thought he said it's your podcast.
No, I said it's your podcast.
Oh, you said it's your... Oh, fuck you. Fuck off with your...
I'm trying to get it signed off. I don't want to get in trouble and kicked out of the show.
Fuck off. This is a thing we do. Actually, it turned up on the 3-hour one we did a couple of weeks ago. If I recall correctly, I finally used it. The whole, it's your podcast. Like, shut up. I can't do Marvel superheroes without my buddies. It would sound like shit. It would sound like my other podcasts. That wouldn't be good.
Hey, I'm going to call him on his phone.
Okay. Yeah, because he does realize that he has to like accept our invitations, and then we can contact him. And
he's probably making tamales. Okay, except Diabolu Frank's.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Marvel Superheroes podcast.
We sign out of Google+. I don't like shit running in the background. Just be on the safe side. Okay, and still nothing.
He said he's checking right now. He's on speakerphone. Oh, it says online now.
It says for you. I've still got a question mark. Maybe I need to like refresh or something.
You accepted it?
He hasn't.
Did you? Both of ours?
Okay, wait.
Okay, he's gonna dial you in.
Okay, hold on. I'm still getting it away.
Okay.
Let me see if I can add to group call now. Oh, what's this? Oh wait, I don't know that person. What is this? Do I know this person? Who's Zoinks23?
I have no idea.
Oh, there he is. Okay, hold on. Sorry, random dude. Would you like to participate in the Marvel Superheroes podcast? Also, what are you wearing?
You've been randomly selected to join the Marvel Superheroes podcast. Have you seen?
It's a lottery of Schadenfreude.
How do I sound?
Awful.
You sound so bad, dude.
Or what?
Oh Lord. Oh God.
You sound like a fucked up C-3PO, dude.
Oh fuck.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh God, help us.
I thought it's a big house.
Oh God. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I gotta go.
Oh God.
How far do we go?
Oh God.
Oh my God.
I don't think I've ever laughed that hard before.
Oh man. Oh, I'm
Hey, do you
dizzy.
have a set of headphones that has the microphone in?
Right now.
What's that?
Mr. Fixer
I
sounds
have my headset
so
on right now.
Dude, you gotta take that
bad. He
headset
sounds
off.
so fucking bad. Holy shit.
Oh, I'm crying.
Oh God. Oh
Please tell me you're recording this shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, my God. My appendix just ripped.
That sounds not bad.
Oh, you
How about
fucking...
Yeah, dude, it's real bad. Wait, how about now?
How about now?
It's a little better.
It's a little less bad, yeah.
I think that's doable.
Before I had the mic really close. Bye.
Okay,
Okay,
I
I
think
can work
this
with
is serviceable.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta get some napkins real quick. I'm like literally, there are tears streaming down my face.
Y'all sound fine. What are y'all using, mics or?
Yeah. No, you remember the rig that I had before with the digital mixer?
The
Mac,
stuff you brought to me.
yeah. He got all that set up and worked out now. None of us are in the same location.
I'm gonna have to get me a mic then next time we do this.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it worked out. We will refine this process for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mac actually has a little something for you the next time you see him. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
By the way, Count Drunkula is here with us. He's gone silent.
Okay.
I'm still here. I'm just enjoying the show.
Oh my God. We apologize for all.
No, I'm behind the stage. This is my my green room pass into what goes on when you guys, aren't.
Oh, no, this
Actually, the weird thing is we're actually usually in the same room. We're trying to develop this because of life changes and shit, just in case we need it. But this is the first time we've ever tried a 3-way, much less a 4-way. So we're being very optimistic right now.
Very experimental right now.
It's ambitious.
Hey, Count Drunkula, can you say the red capes are coming? The red capes are coming. Go.
Poor son of a bitch.
I can try it, but I won't sound like my uncle is touching my butt while I'm doing it the way.
No. Just close your eyes and imagine your uncle is touching your butt.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Oh my God, you're never gonna live this down now,
Dude.
That was
you
fucking
sound so much like him. It freaks me out.
Tell me you look like him.
I don't think so.
You're not getting the picture? He's got his picture comes up on the Skype. Oh, you're on your phone though, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Okay, well then you don't get the full experience then.
Yeah, no, I don't. I told you I left my tablet there last time. So.
Oh, that's right. It's in my bag.
Oh,
or your
shit.
bag in my office.
Yeah.
So that means you've lost
Well, I
a
would've
week
been
with your
using
library book already.
Huh?
You've lost a week with your library book already then.
That's all right.
Well, plus I've got a copy of Hetty and Patsy and Hetty stuck in there, so don't give it back to them or you'll give away a 40, 50-year-old comic. So.
Okay.
In a world divided by fear, one man must stand alone against the forces of darkness. From the studio that inexplicably sewed his fucking mouth shut the first time, comes 5-time Academy Award viewer Ryan Reynolds as a man on an eHarmony date with destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you me, Deadpool. So, get ready to blow out your collective sphincters, because my trailer is coming. For an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, pat yourself on the back.
Have you guys seen the leaked footage for Deadpool?
Deadpool trailer. Did I see the Deadpool trailer? Yeah. Hey, he says fuck in that movie a lot.
A lot.
I think that movie's gonna suck really bad. Sorry.
Fix it?
It was jarring. Like I get, okay, they're trying to sell this as a mature, the kind of superhero assassin killer for people who want something a little bit edgier, but I watched that trailer and I was like, this is weird. Like the only parts of the trailer I liked were when you had T.J. Miller just saying things like, "It looks like your face looks like an avocado had sex with another avocado," which is just because it's just T.J. Miller being himself.
Yeah, I mean, I cringed throughout that trailer. Like I know people who like Deadpool are gonna eat that shit up, but I'm just like, wow, this is why I don't give a shit about Deadpool. Like I don't know, he's such lowest common denominator. Hey, he's a mercenary and he cusses. Check out, it's totally extreme. And I don't know. I was kind of afraid it was going to be like. I seemed to know that that's exactly what it was going to be like, and then it was exactly like that. So I mean, I'll probably end up seeing it, but I don't know. It just seemed so. Hey, let's do exactly what everyone's expecting us to do, and then kick it up a notch with more F words, guys. I don't know. Didn't care for it.
They even had in the leaked footage that they showed for X-Men Apocalypse, Magneto has a line when he sees Apocalypse. He says, "Who the fuck are you?" And it's again that word
unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
Right? It's like it it stopped like the movie, even though it was just like this weird little. It wasn't even a proper trailer. It was just an assemblage of footage. But it was like, why are you? That doesn't sound right. That's just it's more distracting than anything.
Yeah, it Diabolu Frank the trailer. Just like absolutely breaks locked up. Like, yeah, I was the same way when I was like, did that guy just say fuck? Oh, there's Apocalypse. Like I didn't even. Then I was like, oh my god, that's Apocalypse. Who the fuck are you?
Now, in all fairness, Apocalypse is a weird freaking character to look at anyway, and I don't know how else they could have designed him to make him look better without just completely revamping the look of the character, which would have pissed off everybody anyway.
No, I'll tell you exactly how they should have done it. He should have been Xerxes from 300.
Yeah,
because that was the stinger to the last X-Men movie. He's an Egyptian, and they're building the pyramids. Carry it forward. Don't even call it. I mean, I guess you can call him Apocalypse, but I mean, I don't think anybody would be pissed off that he was Egyptian looking. They'd be like, "Hey, where's the big blue guy with the tubes?" I think people would have understood. You got Thanos in another movie. You can't put another big blue guy in tubes. They could have just said that. Look, they beat us with Thanos, so we're going to do another take on Apocalypse. Don't stick him in a bunch of blue makeup and make him 5'8". Like, what? What are you doing? And I love it because everybody's saying he looks like the guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and because he does, he looks identical to the guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Frank, you and I talked about this. It's uncanny how close he looks to him.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And also, as much as I enjoy movies being faithful to the comics, Psylocke transitioning that closely from comic to screen is disturbing in all the wrong ways because she looks like a cosplayer in the midst of a movie, and I kind of wish they'd gone a different way with her.
Well, that's why you cast Olivia Munn, and that's a problem.
Yeah, because I'm like, wow, like Psylocke's an Asian/white ambiguous looking character. Who could we find in the acting world that is sort of ambiguously Asian/white? Olivia Munn, and that's it, and it's freaky.
I do like that Storm has a mohawk.
That's awesome.
Oh, she looked great. She looked terrific. I think that's like 100% hands down. Everybody thinks she looks fantastic.
And Jubilee is exactly how she's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, yeah, the thing about the movie that I'm more intrigued by is all of the other characters. It's the it's the recast young characters. I want to see a new Nightcrawler. I want to see a new Cyclops. Yeah. And I'm also one of the few people, I did not like X-Men Days of Future Past at all. That movie really disappointed me. So, you know, go figure. But I did like First Class, so I don't know what I'm going to expect from Apocalypse.
Yeah, I'm the exact opposite. I did not like First Class at all, and I really enjoyed Days of Future Past. But Fix It, are you still live? Fix It, are you live?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't heard from you in a long time. There's like...
I'm just here listening.
Okay. You're just enjoying the show at this point.
Apocalypse is played by a Guatemalan. Do you have thoughts on that?
Hey, that was racism.
At least it's not a honky, for once. Hey, Fix It, do you want to see the Deadpool movie?
I'm awake.
Did you just die?
No, I'm awake now.
Okay.
The trailer was good.
Yeah. Hey, did you see the CGI test footage thing they did?
I saw the leaked footage of the Deadpool.
I liked that.
There was a whole lot of F-bombs.
Yeah, the trailer sucks, but I think that the trailer was exactly what you were talking about. It's playing to the target audience. They're going to let you know that they're going to curse as much as they possibly can.
It's a bro fest movie. There's going to be a bunch of bros with the bro beard.
That is 100. You are 100% right. This movie is going to be a fucking bro fest, and that's why I'm going to absolutely hate it.
But
yeah, that's what it felt like.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So I mean, it's already kind of catering to a select group of comic book fans. I'm going to go watch it. I'm hoping there's a story there. I hope it's just not an hour and 45 minutes of him saying fuck every other word and stabbing things.
I think that they're playing to the audience with that. I don't think it's going to be quite that bad. I think they want to let you know we're going hard R on this one. But here's the thing. I liked that the CGI thing that they released last year. The trailer I didn't like, and the big problem was I just didn't like looking at Ryan Reynolds. I don't know. I think I'm still getting flashbacks. And I know he directly references Green Lantern, but I'm not sure I like Ryan Reynolds as an actor at this point. I'm not sure that I want to see him in movies anymore.
Right? No, I feel the same way. Like, I don't know. There's just...
Honestly, I think he's the only one that could pull off Deadpool.
I think that's really absolutely incorrect. I think
he's the only one.
Could have got a billion people that could have pulled off Deadpool.
I don't know, man. He's just already naturally sarcastic and an asshole that I think it fits him perfect. I think it's just Ryan Reynolds on the screen.
And what about Apocalypse?
I still think that's his powered down version. I pray to God it is. I hope that's like Apocalypse still weak, and then at the end of the movie at the big the climactic ending, he bulks up, his head turns around, and he gets the blue lips, and he goes full on Apocalypse with like metallic arms, and he's 20 feet tall.
Now, I
can keep my fingers crossed.
You don't think there's going to be a problem though with how he looks versus Darkseid and Thanos?
Nah, I don't think so. It's the X-Men fans. Like, I don't know.
But you as an X-Men fan, you wouldn't have a problem with
almost look like. I mean, I'm kind of curious what Angel's going to look like. They're going to do Archangel, right?
Yeah. How do you like the Horsemen of Apocalypse? They've shown shots.
I've seen very little of it.
It's Angel, Psylocke, Storm, and Magneto.
Yeah. I haven't seen that much, really. The only leaked footage I saw was the one where Mac was talking about where he's like, who the fuck are you? This is Apocalypse, and the next thing you know, it's Mystique. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen anything else past that, so.
Would you have had a problem with them just going Unsabanur? Like just doing like the Egyptian, like the Adam Polina miniseries, where they play up the Egyptian aspect? Would that have been cool with you as an alternative to...
How do you incorporate the X-Men into it?
What was that? I'm sorry.
Time travel or...
No, I'm saying let's say in modern times, if he looked like Unsabanur, if he looked like the big Egyptian guy, like Adam Polina drew in the solo miniseries they had.
That would have worked pretty fine. I really don't like this look of him. I really do think he looks like a Power Ranger villain. That was it something Ooze that they keep comparing him to? Yeah. I really do think he really does look like that.
Like,
and I was
it's
really
freaky. It almost looks like
Raiho's biggest complaint was he doesn't have the blue lips. And he's just like, he doesn't have the fucking blue lips. It's not Apocalypse without the blue lips. I kind of agree.
It kind of sounds dumb, but I agree too. If you're going to make a big dumb blue guy, at least leave the one thing about the big dumb blue guy that we all identify with him, right? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It was dumb. Everybody thinks it's dumb.
He looks like a guy in a suit. He does not look like he's some sort of alien thing or a robot thing or anything like that. He just looks like a guy in bad prosthetics.
Yeah.
I think the movie's just going to prove that Fox is still doing what they do. They get writers to read a bunch of comics and then go completely opposite of that and just write something different. And they're like, oh, Apocalypse is a cool name and he's purple. Now do something different. It's just, I don't know. I'm not digging on it so far. I'm really disappointed in it.
And you were really
not as
looking forward
disappointed
to it
as
too.
Suicide Squad, but pretty close.
No, why? I like that trailer personally.
Oh, dude, the Joker was the worst fucking thing in the world. I was so angry when I saw that.
From what I understand,
that was so horrible.
From what I understand,
he's rolling around in his grave right now, screaming.
Like, I think he may not even be in the movie that much. So, from what I think people are saying those are just scenes. They're saying those are just scenes from Harley Quinn's origin, and that's the movie.
You think
that's
so?
all he's in. Yeah, I think that's just it.
Wasn't he supposed to be the target of the Suicide Squad?
Oh, is he?
I don't think so. I think that Mac's right. I think that it is going to be Harley Quinn's origin that we're seeing there. I think they're going to play up the Batman Joker connection earlier on, and then they're going to go off screen. But you do have to deal with that Joker in future movies. Is the thing.
Oh shit! No, wait, no. Fix It might be right. Remember later on they're like raiding that like drug lab or whatever, and it's all a bunch of people in the goofy outfits with the big panda head and then the fake Batman guy. Those are probably all Joker's guys, right?
Probably. Maybe. I'm telling you, it just the laugh alone I thought was horrible. And then when they had Will Smith do that line, well, I guess we better save the world. I'm just like, no, Suicide Squad does not save the world.
Man,
like
Hancock looks weird.
Huh?
Hancock looks really weird in this movie.
I don't know. That trailer, it was a total turnoff for me for the movie. I was kind of curious, but that movie just, I don't know.
I really respect that Will Smith was willing to go full costume, full mask for Deadshot. I do agree with you that I don't want to see that character played as the gung-ho hero guy, and hopefully there was some element of sarcasm there.
They're going to redeem themselves. Wasn't the whole point of the comics, like they really didn't ever redeem themselves? They were still scumbags through the whole book.
That's part of what I liked about Deadshot is he's not on these missions for any altruism. He's on the missions because he's got a death wish, and he's just so damn good at what he does that he can't get himself killed.
And you really think they're going to play that up?
No, I don't. I agree. That's something that I wish was going to be in the movie, but I don't think is. But I'm telling you, I'm getting off on seeing Killer Croc on screen. That's one of my favorite Batman villains, and he looks freaking cool.
He does look good.
Yeah,
he does look good.
I'm going to go on the record. I'm one of the only guys. I don't have a problem with the Joker's look. I don't have a problem with Jared Leto's performance either. No, because here's the thing: the Joker, whether you take him as ironic or you take him as straight, he's the kind of guy who's going to do that kind of shit. He's the kind of guy who'll get a grill and get tatted up just for the shock value. He's like a Marilyn Manson kind of guy.
No.
He's on that fucking
emo Fallout Boy Joker style.
But that's who Joker is. Joker is Lady Gaga. Joker's Marilyn Manson. He's going to do whatever it takes to get a rise out of you. And he's totally the kind of guy who'd buy into that sort of, bullshit, antisocial extravagances. I think that the Joker would do that, honestly.
No. The Joker, I disagree. The Joker is completely, he takes everything that's sweet and pretty and shoots it to Psychoville. So if it's a smiley face, it's because it's going to squirt acid at you, or if it's this beautiful gift, it's going to explode and kill you. He takes everything that's beautiful and makes it perverted and twisted. He's not this emo. They don't understand me. I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. It's just, he looked like shit with his fucking grill. I mean, he had a fucking grill, dude. All I kept thinking was like Wu-Tang Clan type
he's
shit.
He's a juggalo. He's clearly a juggalo, but I think that the Joker...
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's it right there. He's an insane clown posse member.
Yeah, but I think that the Joker concept is flexible enough to allow for that interpretation. And I do think that the Joker's cheesy enough to go that way just to fuck with you. I think that the Joker would do that just to fuck with people. Like if he were in a real world situation, I think he would do that just because you would think he was too classy, or because he's often got those effete qualities, just to fuck with your heads. Like, oh no, I'm gonna go ultra butch and I'm gonna fucking get my grill on just because. Just to be a dick, just to the world at large.
I don't think so.
Hey, I don't read DC Comics, but I have an opinion on the Joker. You guys want to hear it? Okay, that's a yes. I like it, and you want to know why? Only because it's pissing off every single Heath Ledger fan from the last movie. All the people who say they loved Batman their whole life, but really just those people who went like crazy, weird, cultish around the Joker, the guy who dresses up as steampunk Joker every year, and all those people absolutely drive me insane. And most of the people who followed the Dark Knight like a freaking cult all did it because of Heath Ledger's death and how amazing, oh my God, he should have been actor of the year for Joker and all that stuff. And all these people are seeing this Joker and it's absolutely destroying their brains. So in that regard, I think it's amazing. How it's going to be in the movie, I think it's stupid, but I don't care. I
like Heath Ledger's Joker, but Jack Nicholson will always be my Joker. I thought his Joker was just campy enough and creepy enough that it worked.
Heath Ledger's Joker was Edward Scissorhands doing a Paul Giamatti impersonation.
Oh no, he was a thug. Yeah, he was like a thug, more thuggish psycho. Yeah, I just can't get behind his Joker, dude, with the ha-ha tattooed across him, and it seemed like he was trying too hard. He honestly was more like a Joker henchman and less of the Joker.
I'm super fascinated by it because he's so ridiculous. Like, I feel like they should have just got somebody who kind of looked like Heath Ledger to copy him, right? That's what every movie studio would have done. Putting a chrome grill on him with tattoos. Like, it's so out of nowhere. Like, it was so shocking to everybody. I don't want to say I respect it because it could end up being just an enormous mistake. But I want to have been in those meetings. Like, who the hell's idea would, like, it boggles my mind. Like, who thought this was a good idea? I don't know. I don't care about the movie. I literally have no feelings towards this film at all.
Do you think many of the characters will be killed through the movie? They're actually going to kill characters?
Slipknot is definitely going to die. And I can't wait to hear Shag's response to that.
Oh, which one is that? I have no idea.
Slipknot is a Firestorm villain, so.
I was going to say Slipknot or Shag. What do you not know?
You're right. Shag has appeared on the show before, but and you've got an okay track record to listening to your own show, so I think you might have listened to the episode.
I was a little disappointed, so we'll see. I mean, I'm still going to go see it. I remember I sent you a text, didn't I, Frank, that night?
I'm not sure. You'll have to remind me. I don't remember. About Suicide Squad?
I sent you a text. I was like, the one thing I liked about Deadpool, they did that whole break the fourth wall. Mm-hmm. It actually talks on screen. I think that's kind of weird. I don't know if it's going to work, but I think that's kind of different.
Well, I'm a big Ambush Bug fan. I'm sure Deadpool's the closest I'll ever get to an Ambush Bug movie, so maybe I can embrace it under those terms.
They're breaking the fourth wall?
Oh, yeah. He did that a lot. Everything that Deadpool ever did, he stole from Ambush Bug or Deathstroke the Terminator. So,
well, there you go.
Hey, Count Drunkula, did you die? Because while we were resurrecting Mr. Fix-It, you seem to have fallen off the map.
No, I just, Frank asked me to be part of the Ant-Man show, but if we're talking about Suicide Squad, I figured this will be a different episode, and I need to renegotiate my contract if I'm going to be in more than one.
Oh, shit.
So, no, I do not like the look for Joker and Harley for Suicide Squad. Because to me, they remind me of, like, a cosplayer's very self-aware of how popular Joker and Harley are in their own universe. I don't like the look, but I'm accepting of it because the Joker is such a mutable character. He can literally take on just about any type of interpretation, and you still understand who he is and what he represents. I'm okay with that. I'm also hoping that he'll be a relatively small part of the movie. My bigger concern with the footage, and I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt because I don't think it was intended to be a proper trailer or teaser. It was just going to be a sizzle reel for the Comic-Con viewers, and it got leaked so much that they're like, screw it, we'll put it out officially. But in that footage, I did not like anything that we saw of Harley. She seemed bored. She seemed just out of place. She didn't come off as manic. She didn't come off as fun. She didn't come off as bubbly or quirky or anything that they really need to sell me on to make me interested in this version of Harley. And since I'm pretty sure that it's going to be her movie, her and Deadshot, I didn't see a lot of her or Deadshot in this trailer. They didn't really do anything impressive. So I came away from it basically thinking, so that happened, and that was about it. I don't feel like I don't know any more about this movie or have any stronger feelings about this movie than when I didn't see that footage.
Hey, so what was Harley Quinn the one dancing in every single scene of the trailer?
Her and
I gotta
Croc.
go back.
Yeah.
I gotta go back. I felt like there was a girl just all she did was dance. So she was doing like the dancing in the cage in her cell. She was dancing somewhere like I want to say
the Pixie Hannibal Lecter thing where she's twirling around like she's at Cirque du Soleil. Yeah.
Right, except she's doing that to a creepy, slow cover of a Bee Gees song, so it's not, fun.
I want to say that she was dancing in several other scenes, even when she wasn't in the little jail. I'm like, really? Is that going to be like her thing? She's going to
No, there was definitely footage of her. It looked like her in a club scene, and I think some of the behind-the-scenes footage or pictures that they've shown is her and the Joker coming out of a club when they get into some Lamborghini, and that's when Batman attacks them, I think. I don't know what the context of that scene is.
The chrome purple. So basically the Joker is Bam Margera is what we're saying. Jesus.
Oh, God, it's going to be horrible.
So here's the one thing to make you feel better about the Joker. This will probably be the only time this Joker exists, and then in the next movie the Joker appears in, he's going to be totally different. So just don't worry about it.
Which works fine, too. He's a transformative character, so that's
right.
fine.
Their movies don't really connect, do they, or do they?
Yeah, no, they're going to connect. They are
not.
forming a DC. They are doing a DC cinematic universe at this point.
No, they're not.
Yes, starting with Man of Steel, they're going to build all these movies out like the Marvel ones. They're all going to connect. It's just that they're allowing the directors. Yeah, now they connect, but they're allowing the directors to have a stronger authorial voice in these movies than the Marvel movies.
But they're rushing Suicide Squad based on the popularity of Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like, what can we do that's sort of like our misfit band of oddball crooks that we can put together? Well, let's do Suicide Squad. It's a team of supervillains who fight heroes that we haven't introduced yet.
But that's just it, though. They're going straight for Batman and the Joker, though, so they are finding those connections where they already exist. And I expect that they're going to have a lot of heroes introduced by the end of Batman vs Superman, which will be out before Suicide Squad.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
so what's the DC universe? Like in Marvel, we know it's the Infinity War.
It's the two-part Justice League movie.
DC universe.
They're going to do the two-part Justice League movie. They're going to cameo out a bunch of DC heroes in Batman vs Superman. They'll probably have a significant role for Wonder Woman, and they'll slowly tease these characters out toward the Justice League movie. So they're still basically doing a Marvel model. It's just that they're giving you like the Trinity in this first movie with some cameos.
There's no big baddie that's going to connect them all, or some great event that
Darkseid
based on all the movies that leads up to this.
Darkseid. They're going to play Darkseid just like Thanos.
In any of the movies.
They're going to hint at him in this movie. And also, my understanding is that they're going to have Doomsday in this movie as well. They haven't shown him yet, but that's coming. So they've got stuff set up. I'm not saying that it's going to work. I'm not saying it's going to be any good. But I am saying that now as we're starting to see more footage, it's starting to make sense. They're going to have the Trinity in this first movie. We're not going to get to see all the characters, but we'll probably have some cameos. It looks like maybe they'll get Aquaman in there for this one, but they still haven't cast, say, Green Lantern, for instance. So they'll play it out over time. But I think this first movie is going to be about those three characters, but especially, obviously, Superman and Batman. So they get to build toward Justice League. They'll build toward the Dark Side and the New Gods mythology, and they're going to play that out over two Justice League movies. That'll be a year apart.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay, so I think it was it Adam Morrison who just came out and put this movie on blast for how they're treating Wonder Woman. Did you see this?
No, I haven't caught that. Go ahead.
Oh, gee, hold on.
Besides the fact that the only times we see her as a Catwoman style not a femme fatale, but as a potential love interest, hanging out at parties with Wayne or getting slammed into a rock. Those are the 2 times you see her in the trailer. But I have to say, regardless of that, regardless of the sword, I do get off on seeing Wonder Woman on a big screen in a movie theater. I can't help it. She's at least in the costume, and it's like, oh, wow, Wonder Woman. I can't get past that entirely.
I can't find the damn... Oh, here we go. Grant Morrison blasts Superman vs. Wonder Woman's take on Wonder Woman. Sorry, Batman vs. Superman's take on Wonder Woman.
So this is Grant Morrison. Grant Morrison, who really poorly wrote Wonder Woman throughout the JLA run. That Grant Morrison.
Okay. Here, listen to the quote. He
Scotsman.
says, here's the quote via comicbook.com. I don't know. Never heard of this shit before. Okay. He says, I sat down and I thought, I don't want to do this Warrior Woman thing. I can understand why they're doing it. I get all that. But that's not what Wonder Woman creator William Marston wanted. And that's not what he wanted at all. His original concept for Wonder Woman was the answer to comics that he thought were filled with images of blood-curdling masculinity, and you see the latest shots of Gal Gadot in the costume, and it's all sword and shield, and her snarling at the camera. Marston's Diana was a doctor, a healer, a scientist, so it went back to those roots and just built it up again.
Well, I have to take back the shit I just slung.
He's currently writing a Wonder Woman Earth 1 graphic novel, so that's what he's referring to.
He finally went back and did the research, and it sounds like he gets the character, so I have to take back my shit slinging.
Hold on, here's a little more. He says, what would a society of immortal women that's been around for 7,000 years have done? They wouldn't still be chopping off men's heads. They've got art and architecture and philosophy and poetry, and it's got nothing to do with men. So Yana Paquette did this amazing design job where there are no phallic objects. The only phallic objects are these Greek towers that are almost like this haunting echo of a culture they came from.
Keep going. Talk about how he describes the invisible plane.
Okay, he says Wonder Woman's invisible plane is now shaped like a vagina. It's the most incredible thing. It opens up at the back and it has little clitoris hood. Everything else is a female-based design. I am not making any of this up, and I did not read this far in the article, so I apologize for going down this rabbit hole.
I read that before.
No pun intended.
I apologize for going down this cooter hole. It's all based on shells and natural stuff. He's created entirely new designs. He's created an entirely new designed world for the Amazons. Do I want to read any more of this? Oh my God. I don't want to read any more of this. Hey, so I only read that first paragraph. I didn't get into vaginas and whatnot, but
Oh, you didn't get into vaginas. That's not what your wife said.
Hey, everybody. Hey, welcome to welcome to the DC Bloodlines podcast. We're talking about Wonder Woman today and vagina airplane.
I think that's all awesome. I really enjoy all of that. I hadn't read that. It sounds to me like Grant Morrison finally gets the character, and I'm really looking forward to reading Earth 1 now. That's the character. I'm sorry. I know you guys are like, what? No, seriously, that's right. He got it.
Hey, no lie, I'd go see a vagina airplane in a movie. Oh, it's invisible though. Oh man.
You just have to feel your way around it?
Yeah. Ugh.
It's all guided by touch, I guess. Okay.
Oh man.
And smell.
That's the one thing that he contributes to the episode.
And smell. That's
You're like, is that Aquaman coming or Wonder Woman?
It's Aquaman in the trunk.
We've killed this podcast. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for the Marvel Superhero Podcast Team Up.
The last thing I want to say about the Deadpool movie is I'm pissed off that it will probably be the best version of Colossus on screen.
Oh, he does look good.
And it's in the goddamn Deadpool movie instead of an X-Men movie where it belongs.
He does look awesome in that footage.
Have they released a cleaner version of that leaked footage?
No, it's still shitty con footage.
No, I think Ryan Reynolds, he actually said that they will have a teaser or some kind of sizzle reel that's released in HD like about a month from now.
Yeah, he said like 3 weeks.
Some of the effects in this are not done, and some of it looks rough. So he's like, you guys can leak this, but just know a real version will be out in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I
haven't seen what Colossus looks like yet, so I'm kind of curious now.
You can kind of see him in the trailer, and he looks gigantic. He looks awesome. Really? Yeah.
Cool.
But I do respect them getting Ryan Reynolds on there and saying, hey guys, I know you want to see it leaked. I totally get that. Give us 3 weeks. We're trying to clean the rest of the stuff up. Like, I thought that was really, they're going about this movie the right way, as much as I think it looks freaking dumb.
What else did they leak? There was something else, wasn't there?
Well, they leaked Suicide Squad. They leaked Superman. Or no, they didn't bother leaking Batman and Superman because they already had that one out.
That was the only only like official one. The Suicide Squad leaked first, and then one of the producers, somebody at Warner Brothers, basically went on a tear just saying, we can't believe we asked the people in Hall H not to record this and not to leak it. And if that's the way people are going to behave, then we're just not going to show footage at these events anymore. And everybody on the internet collectively laughed in her face and gave her the finger. And the next day, the director was like, okay, here is what we released. You wanted to look at it, at least look at a version that looks good. I think some of them realize that if you're going to bring footage to these events, it has to be ready for mass consumption, because it's going to be one way or another.
Because it's 2015.
Of course, yeah.
Like, that's not our fault. That's your fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why Disney didn't, because they were like, we're not ready to show you our next bit of Star Wars. So we're just going to show you 3 minutes of behind the scenes footage. And it worked.
So I got to admit, when we saw the Ant-Man, they did have the Star Wars trailer. It does look fantastic on the large screen.
It looks great.
It was in 3D too, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Not ours.
Well,
ours wasn't.
We saw it in 3D, and the trailer is available in that format now.
It was available in 3D?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did it look?
Pretty good. Pretty damn good. Yeah.
Really? Nice. I might actually have to see that 3D.
I actually thought it was very funny that here in front of a Marvel movie they were promoting. They had a Fantastic Four trailer, I think, too. And that's the funny thing is they keep getting me on and off that ship because this last trailer turned back off again after I had been turned on. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But anyway, I thought I'm
telling you, hold on, time out. Everybody hates this new trailer.
Yeah.
The one that starts with Reed Richards as a kid inside of he's like building the. I love that trailer. If just for the beginning part where you see Reed Richards is just unbelievably ridiculously smart, like building things that governments don't have yet as a kid in his garage. I just liked it. I liked
that. Is taken from Ultimate Fantastic Four issue 1.
That's fine. Yeah. It makes Reed Richards cool. Regular Fantastic Four #1 didn't do it, so I guess take it from the Ultimates. That's cool.
At least y'all got that. We got stuck with that fucking Mockingjay shit.
Oh, we got that too.
We got that too.
Yeah. I like how they were like, no, really, this one's going to have a lot of explosions. It's okay, guys. We're not going to bore you to death this time. God. Oh, and then, of course, the ship movie. Ridiculous. The Matt Damon
I don't
film.
want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
The what?
Those accents, all those Boston accents. Oh, my God. It's Titanic, but processed through 3D.
Oh, yeah, the ship movie?
Yeah, that one.
It's fucking Perfect Storm meets Goodwill Hunting. It's Goodwill Hunting, you fucking wicked fucking chowder.
How you like them apples?
Like them apples, bitch.
Hey, let's go watch the Sox and save this boat with Sully.
I do think that what's his face, Chris Penn, does a pretty damn good accent. I liked his mannerisms too.
I was like, is this a Matt Damon biography or something? Like he looks like Matt Damon in this movie.
He kind of did. You're right, he does.
Hey, I'd see that before the fucking Last Martian or The Martian, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, that looks bad.
It's just like you mean Apollo 13 again, or it's the same damn movie.
Let's sacrifice everything to save the white guy movie. So yeah, the white guy who survives against all odds.
Science the shit out of it.
The what now?
No. When he says we're gonna have to science the shit out of it.
Oh yeah. That's cute. Yeah.
I think it's just it's the flip side of Interstellar. It's like it's the story of Interstellar told from the other guy's perspective.
Yeah, I tell you what, but he was one of the best parts of Interstellar. Interstellar was largely abhor.
I
completely agree. I checked out for long parts of Interstellar, but when he popped up, when I recognized him, I started laughing out loud. And I was at that point, I was like, okay, I'm sorry, you lost me. I can't take you seriously. So he was fine, but once I saw him, I was just like, okay, you made a big deal about this, and it's Matt Damon. It's like, it's Saving Private Ryan in space.
Yeah.
Was Matt Damon in Interstellar? I never saw that movie.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he shows up. He shows up at like the 2 hour mark of the 3 hour and 10-minute movie.
His thread is probably the most interesting thread of the movie, and then it goes off the rails again.
Yeah.
Or off the rails, it goes onto a very straight 25-mile-an-hour set of rails for another hour. But during his portion, it's pretty exciting.
Well, I don't want to spoil the best part of the movie that involves him, but
I'm never going to see the movie. I just want to point that out. I've never seen Titanic. I think I can get by without Interstellar as well.
Yeah, but you know how Titanic ends. That's the difference.
I just don't care. I don't like Christopher Nolan as a director.
No, me neither. I don't like any of this dude's movies.
Okay,
except for The Prestige. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, well,
yes.
Do you care if I spoil something then?
Absolutely not. Go ahead.
Matt Damon's death in Interstellar is freaking hilarious. It is like fun, equal parts joyous and hysterical because he's in mid-sentence doing something like extremely important, and all of a sudden he's just blown out into the vacuum of space.
Is this like when Brad Pitt got smashed in that one movie?
Yeah.
Meet Joe Black.
Meets a sedan.
Yeah.
Meets the pavement. Yeah.
I laughed so hard at Meet Joe. I didn't watch Meet Joe Black because it's like 9 hours long also. But he that happens very early on, and I swear to God I rewound it and watched it 1,000 times.
I did too. That's the only scene I've seen of that movie, but I watched it repeatedly because it was great.
And I didn't watch 1 minute beyond that scene.
None before and none after. That, I guess, did they all get together? Like, because George Clooney died in space too in Gravity. So is it like a thing? Is like that part of their club that they do, like an initiation?
Maybe.
Oh, you know what? That's probably it.
Yeah, that's right. Remember. Do you remember?
Do you remember? Hey, do you remember? Hey, do you remember when he died?
Hey, man, you know when he died, man. Do you remember?
Hey, according to right now trending on Twitter, there's a huge Easter egg in Ant-Man that we may have missed. Does anybody know what this is?
What?
I don't know. I haven't clicked on the link yet. This is live podcasting.
Not when I'm done with it.
Warning, major Ant-Man spoiler. Backstory. Captain America Winter Soldier moment. Maybe they mean may have missed because you didn't watch it.
Yeah, because you weren't expecting a second stinger. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, a lot of people left. Yeah. I mean, we stayed, but there was a lot of people that left not realizing there was another stinger.
Let me tell you something. I stayed through part of the credits on Trainwreck because I'm so used to this shit happening at this point. And Matthew Broderick appears in that movie, and LeBron James does not appear in the last scene of that movie. I'm like, they got to go back to LeBron and Ferris Bueller. And we actually Googled it to make sure that didn't happen. And it didn't. But I'm just saying, people should be taking precautions at this point. This isn't a surprise.
Marvel has kind of spoiled us. Marvel has spoiled us with that.
I stay to the end of every movie now expecting to see Sam Jackson. So.
By the way, the Flash is in Trainwreck. So Ezra Miller, yeah. It's all connected at this point. They're all freaking in each other's movies these days.
Fix It. You said you were a big fan of the Irredeemable Ant-Man?
Yeah.
The guy in the movie who was one of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents in the first scene, and he ends up working with Hydra at the end. His name is Mitchell Carson, is that right? Wasn't he a major bad guy in Irredeemable Ant-Man?
Actually, I believe he's the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that's after him the entire time.
Yeah, didn't he get like half of his face melted off or something?
Yeah, he was initially supposed to be the one in the suit. And
that's right,
yeah. When he goes after him, he gets half his face burned off. So he spends the rest of the series hunting him down. That's like his personal mission.
Yeah. So that was kind of a setup for a potential sequel with him. I mean, Hydra has at least some little bit of the shrinking formula.
Yeah. I was not happy to see Hydra in this movie. It's getting a little incestuous at this point. We don't have the Avengers in every movie. We don't have to have Hydra in every movie. It's just getting a little much.
Yeah, I thought if they were going to do something, it could have been AIM.
Yeah,
but
AIM.
I think they name dropped and kind of ruined AIM with Iron Man 3 the way they did with the Mandarin. So
no, I mean, look, if they can spin stuff out of Iron Man 2, they can work it out on 3. So, and you got to have AIM at some point.
I don't want to talk about Iron Man 3 in this podcast.
No, I always get a kick when you go, I'm a teacher.
I'm a teacher.
Basically, Ben Kingsley can't appear in a movie anymore without you doing that. And also other actors, too. If they're even close.
Ben Kingsley? Who's that? Just kidding. Oh, you know what? I wanted to do... we can't do that now. It's too late. Anyway.
What's that?
So what do you call it?
I rewatched Cap 2 last night, and you're right, Mac. That movie holds up really well.
It's really good. I told you, I don't know if I just was having a bad day when I saw it last time, because I was sort of meh about it, and we watched it the other day, and it's freaking good, dude. The movie's good. That might be the best Marvel movie.
I only meant to watch maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes of it because I had to kill some time, and I ended up watching the whole damn movie. What I was initially supposed to do, I blew off just to watch the movie because I enjoyed it so much.
I think it's true. People have called that the Dark Knight of the Marvel movies. And what I have found is if I'm flipping through channels and I catch part of the Dark Knight, I can watch that movie, just start watching it from any point in that movie and I'm into it. And if I do have to leave, I still enjoyed every bit that I saw. And the same seems to be true with Winter Soldier. You catch it wherever you are in the film, it's going to be enjoyable. You pick it from wherever and you'll just be happy to be enjoying that movie.
I don't want to talk about Dark Knight in this podcast ever again.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey guys, good talking to you this evening. We got anything else you want to talk about?
Not really, no. What it is Count Drunkula's got a Secret Origins podcast where he goes through the 1980s DC series where they would tell the origins of various DC characters. And what he does, he brings in guests to appear on various episodes and talk about these origin stories. I have a bunch of these comics. So is there like anybody at DC that like you would want to do something like that with?
My only question is, do I get to curse and make vagina jokes?
You allow cursing, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's actually come up, so I haven't had to censor anything. I would just like put out like a warning at the beginning, you know, if you're sensitive, be warned that this episode has a lot more vagina jokes than it did previously.
Well, I mean, if fire and water can curse.
Mongolians. I can finally use Mongolians.
No, Mongolians.
Hey. No Mongolian jokes.
God in heaven.
Hey, so I'm gonna let Ryan know about this. So in like one of our first podcasts,
the Submariner episode,
we did it on Namor's origin,
mm-hmm.
and freaking Mr. Fix-It kept saying that this was, what do you call it, Marvel Comics #1 or whatever the hell it is. He kept saying that Namor had Mongolian eyes. Because he was saying he looked weirdly ethnic, and we kept, or I don't know who said that. Probably that sounds like something fucking Diabolu Frank would say. And Fix-It just goes, he's got Mongolian eyes, and he kept saying Mongolian the whole time, and we had to cut all that shit out.
Well, not just that, he would do it in successive episodes just to fuck with us too.
Yeah, he's just dropping Mongolian. It's like our cutting.
He was going to get in there eventually. I was going to sneak it in there eventually.
Then he looks Mongolian.
Like my life, I get in there.
What are some of the? You've done a few of those though, haven't you? You've had a few other ones besides Mongolian that you've done, and I've had to fucking like you're constantly dropping the D, but there's some other things that you've done that you intentionally.
I still like when Matt got upset about the big broad joke. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar. Which one was that?
Who did we call a big old broad?
Anaconda.
I think you were saying
Anaconda.
Wonder Woman as a big old broad.
No, I think it was during the aborted official handbook of the Marvel Universe episode where we were talking about Anaconda, and I think it was Mac that called her a big old broad.
It's Wonder Woman because no, it was Wonder Woman because we were saying that she looks like Lucy Lawless is who they're copying, and I said Lucy Lawless is a big old broad or something like that.
And I cut that shit. Yeah, that's true.
Shit. I was
you took tons of offense to me calling her a big old broad. And you were like, no, you're going to make people upset. I'm like, what? She's a big old broad. I wasn't saying it to be like incendiary. And you're like, no, we're not going to air that. That's not going to make this podcast.
I try to piss people off in the right ways. So
I understand.
And hey, she looks awesome in Ash versus Evil Dead.
She's in Ash versus the Evil Dead?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the girl that shows up to help him out.
Oh shit! I totally missed that.
It's a tiny cameo. Okay. She's like 2 seconds. She just, I'll show you how it's done or some shit like that. And then
wow, I didn't catch that. Was her.
And Mr. Fix-It should catch the connection since his ex made him watch the entire series of Xena. That Bruce Campbell used to appear on her show. So yeah,
I used to tuck my penis between my legs and just walk around the house.
Fuck me.
We love you, Mr. Fix-It.
Dude, it was horrible, dude. All we watched was Xena or Hercules.
Or anime.
King of Hearts.
Or anime.
Yeah.
Didn't you did get to watch Cowboy Bebop with her, though, didn't you? Didn't you like that?
I mean, I don't mind some anime, but fuck, dude, when you're watching like Sailor Moon and Fushugi Yugi and Poogie Poogie and all kinds of weird shit.
And they've all got Mongolian eyes.
Oh, that's getting cut.
30 years ago, my friends and I spent the night at a cabin. We found the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the Book of the Dead. Certain passages were recited. It awoke something in the woods. Something evil. I was the only one to escape.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's tango, bitch.
Who the hell are you? I'm your new best friend.
I would say, so did you see Fooly Cooly?
I have no idea. They all had weird fucking names like that.
Fooly Cooly.
No, a friend of Paquita's made us watch the 6 episodes or so of a Fooly Cooly, where like this chick's running around and she hits people with a guitar and they get welts on their head that grow into like space weapons and all this fucking weird shit.
It was like on
Cartoon Network,
like
Toonami, or whatever they called it. Yeah. So I had to watch that. That was lame.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we don't have time for it tonight, but one of the Gawker sites they ranked every single comic book movie that's ever come out. It's like a gigantic list.
Fucking hell!
Like it's like, and they rank like I think Orgasmo is in it or some shit like even every superhero movie ever made. That's
anything
what they
superhero related.
Yes,
pretty much.
Wait, every superhero or every comic book movie? Because
every
superhero. Orgasmo.
Superhero. So like Mad Men is on the list. Like they rank all of them.
How is Mad Men?
Because Mad Men is about a team of Mad Men. Ben Stiller.
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men.
Yeah,
Mystery Men. So Mystery Men's even on the list.
I was wondering what he was talking about.
So like that John the Ritter movie, some kind of hero and stuff like that. Then
Probably
Meteor Man, that kind of shit.
Probably.
My Super Ex-Girlfriend.
Oh fuck, my Super Ex-Girlfriend. God.
It's called Superhero Movies Ranked. Let me see how far it goes down to.
Dwayne and Office, The Office, the actor.
No, he said movies though.
Shit.
Not TV
Yeah,
shows.
no, but he did a superhero movie. We went around beating everybody with a monkey wrench or crescent wrench, didn't he? He's dressed in a red suit.
They rank 104 movies.
That can't be all of them.
Oh, well, that's pretty freaking. 105. That's pretty freaking comprehensive. You can't. They didn't cop out and do 20.
Where's Dark? Yeah. Where's Darkman?
Darkman. Let me see. Is Darkman one word?
Yes.
Dude, if they don't have Darkman, you're gonna destroy this list, aren't you? Because they would have forgot about Darkman.
Well, that was like my favorite superhero movie.
Number 9. It made the top 10.
Wow, nice, good. Because that was my favorite superhero movie before they started making real superhero movies. I like that way better than the Batman movies.
Do you just want to guess number 1 and guess number 105?
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Probably the number 1 would be what, like The Dark Knight?
Superman.
No.
Avengers?
It's Avengers. Avengers was number 1. Dark Knight was number 2. Yeah.
What's number 105?
It's fucking something I've never heard of before. 104. 105 is Super Babies, Super Geniuses Part 2.
Okay, I've heard of that movie. Yeah. Okay.
Do they have is something like The Crow on there? Do they call that a superhero movie?
I think all of the Crows are ranked on here somewhere.
I didn't get the chance to mention that Heath Ledger was the sequel to The Crow, to Brandon Lee. That's his whole thing was that.
The Crow's 14.
Yeah, I understand why people would do that.
What are the top 10?
The Crow City of Angels is number 72.
Wow, that's harsh.
There's actually like 4 Crow movies.
Okay, you want to hear? I'll go through the top 10 real fast. Okay, number 1's Avengers. Number 2, Dark Knight. Number 3, Spider-Man 2. Number 4, Superman the movie. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 6, Hellboy. Number 7, Captain America: Winter Soldier. Number 8, Iron Man. 9, Darkman. 10, X-Men.
Now, and this is a Gawker list?
This is IO9, which is sort of their comic booky sci-fi branch of Gawker. Yeah.
I think that's highly subjective. I'm wondering who compiled this, but it's not terrible. I've heard
they've
worse
got
lists.
X-Men at number 10?
Yes.
Wait, the first X-Men?
That's weird for no other reason than X-Men 2 is, I thought universally considered the better movie.
Yeah.
Like, I thought everybody thought X-Men 2 was better than the first one.
Except for the guy who wrote this article, yeah.
They've got Batman Begins above Tim Burton's Batman.
I could see that, though. I'm not a huge fan.
I made 13.
Yeah. I mean, I know the cultural impact that Burton's Batman had, but as far as which movie would I rather watch, I'm not sure, actually. Well, you know what? No, that's not true, because I've fallen asleep to Batman Begins every time I've tried to watch it since the first time.
Mac, what movie made 13?
Iron Man 3.
That was 13?
That's way too high.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it goes. So here, I'll keep going. It goes 10 X-Men.
Is this based on like?
No, it's just these are the best superhero movies. That's it.
Based on some guys who work at IO9 who were born after the Clinton administration. That's what I'm going with. That works, right?
They didn't include like The Mask is on this. Like they went deep with this. Orgasmo is on this. Like Zebra Man is on this list.
You gotta imagine we're talking about almost pretty much just 30 years because there weren't a whole lot of superhero movies before like the late 70s, really, with the first Superman movie.
Hey,
but what I thought was crazy was they've got Blade 2. They've got Blade 2 ahead of Blade 1.
I like Blade 2 better.
Hellboy in the top 10?
Yeah. Top 5, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think people liked Hellboy 2 better than Hellboy 1, right?
I didn't see the second one.
I almost walked out of Hellboy 2. I hated it.
Then I may be mistaken.
Well,
I liked Hellboy.
But I definitely
they've got Guardians of the Galaxy that high.
Well, these are fucking whatever's coming after the millennials who are doing this list, I guarantee you.
I mean, Darkman made top 10. Shout out, Darkman.
It's a weird fucking list.
Oh, it's super weird. Guess what number 17 is? Go.
Nope.
Okay, so Blade 2 is 15. Unbreakable is 16.
People liked Unbreakable a lot, though.
I really liked Unbreakable.
Sky High is number 17.
That's a fun movie. I'm not kidding. That is a fun fucking movie.
You're so see, you're not so undown with this list as you're X2.
Okay.
X2 is 18, Blade 1 is 19, Spider-Man is 20.
Let's find the real stingers. Where is like Steel and the Halle Berry Catwoman?
Okay. Steel
and Elektra and the 2 Ghost Rider movies. Like what are the movies that everybody hates?
Steel is 87.
Yeah, I like the first Ghost Rider movie.
The second one's better though. A lot better.
Really? You
Yeah.
thought so?
It's a lot more fun. Did you see it?
Yeah,
I thought it was a lot more fun, and that violent placenta chick, whatever her name is, she was pretty hot, so that helped. She wasn't Eva Mendes hot, but she was pretty hot in that movie.
Okay, Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance is 53.
Okay.
Ghost Rider is 74.
Yeah, I can see that, sure.
What was the other one? Elektra?
Spelled with a K.
Elektra is 90. That's low.
That's out of 105. Yeah. What about Catwoman?
Wait, what was Steel? Steel needs to be at the bottom 20.
He said it was like 82.
Steel was only 82. Steel needs to be in the bottom 20. But Catwoman is less bad than people think it is.
It's almost the bottom. Actually, it is in the bottom 20, right?
I was going to say it is the bottom 20.
How you said it's only 104, right?
105, and then he's 87.
Okay.
So you're right. He was in the. He finished just ahead of Underdog.
I didn't see that one.
This list is so fucking crazy, dude. What was the other one we were about to do?
Catwoman.
Catwoman is 100.
See, no, Catwoman's better than Steel. It's a lot better than Steel. It's not good, but it's a lot better than Steel.
Is the Batman movie from the 1966, the Adam West Batman movie, is that on it?
That fucker better be in the top 30 at least, or I'm going to be annoyed.
Let's see, Batman. Oh, man, you control F Batman and shit goes crazy. Okay, Batman Returns is 21.
I like Batman Returns.
Batman the movie is 39.
That's too
Batman,
low.
That's it.
Let me continue. Batman Forever is 71.
Wait. Hold on. Batman the movie 89 or Batman the movie 66?
Batman the movie should be the 66 one.
66.
Okay, so that's the one that's at 39?
89 is just Batman.
Yeah. Batman Forever was 71. Batwoman?
That's a foreign movie.
The Batwoman, a Mexican spoof of the 1960s Batman, except that her bat suit is a bikini. Never heard of that movie. It was 98. Batman and Robin is 103. So it was nearly at the end. So Batman Robin's 103, Superman 4 is 104, and then Super Babies, Super Geniuses Part 2 was 105. That's what ends the list.
Just to go outside the 30-year gap, Rocket Man. One word.
So apparently, did Patton Oswalt do some redo of what he thought Unbreakable sequels would have been, and it would have been like awesome?
Maybe. That sounds vaguely familiar.
Okay,
so no, you know what it was? He was on one of that show. You know how they do the Honest Trailers?
Yeah, it was one of those kind of shows.
Well, they've got this little spin-off show where they talk with people, and Patton Oswalt gave verbally what he would have done with a sequel to Unbreakable.
Okay,
so.
Yeah, they dropped that in there. I didn't actually. Okay, Rocketeer is 43.
Yeah, not Rocketeer, Rocket Man or
Okay, well, the Rocketeer is 43, one spot ahead of Watchmen, which is 44.
Mm-hmm.
Rocket.
I think it's Rocket Man. If not, then pluralize it.
We'll just search Rocket then. No, it's not on the list.
Okay, so that's one.
Was it in theaters?
Yeah, it was a movie serial. I was just trying to get outside of the 30-year time frame.
Oh, okay.
What about like V for Vendetta?
Oh, that's got to be in there.
Oh, I don't think so.
Really? Well, no, he's a vigilante for sure. I think that qualifies as a superhero.
I mean, I think if The Crow is in there, V for Vendetta should be in there.
Yeah, comic book vigilante.
Yeah, I guess he's not in there. Maybe they must have missed V for Vendetta.
That's a pretty big oversight. They fucking anonymous, dude. I mean, that's got a cultural impact.
The Man Thing?
Oh, Man Thing, nice.
Man Thing is
by the way.
Man Thing is definitely on here. Man, how do I?
I just figured there would have been more than 105 superhero movies.
There are. We already found they missed V for Vendetta. That's
Oh my god.
Yeah, but is he really a superhero?
Yeah, he's a comic book vigilante. Boom, he's a superhero. He's at least as much a superhero as The Crow was, and The Crow's on there 4 times. Yeah.
Yeah, if they have The Crow and Hellboy on this list, then V for Vendetta should be on the list based on the same parameters.
I thought for sure. No, Swamp Thing's on the list. 42.
On the bayou.
On the bayou. Wait, no. It's Run Through the Jungle that they play.
Is it?
Isn't it? Wait.
No, it's Born on the Bayou, dude. So they do that montage of all the covers.
CCR, baby. Return of Swamp Thing made 84. Man Thing is not on this list. Was Man Thing a movie?
A travesty.
And it was in theater. They said if it goes direct to...
Yeah, Man Thing was in theaters, just not in the United States.
Mac,
and it was in theaters for like a week.
Where did it rank the other Spider-Man movies, like Spider-Man 3 and the 2 Amazing Spider-Man movies?
Okay,
I'm just curious.
Let's see. Spider. Oh, man. Okay. So Spider-Man 2 is number 3. Spider-Man is 20. Amazing Spider-Man is 32. So that's a pretty big drop.
Wait, Amazing Spider-Man was still 32? That's still pretty high.
That's kind of high, yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 was 54.
That's way too high. Honestly,
way too high.
I would rather watch Catwoman again than Amazing Spider-Man 2. But
Spider-Man. So I'll give you the few movies that Amazing Spider-Man 2 just beat out. It beat out Spawn, who was 55. Daredevil was 56. Iron Man 2 was 57.
Oh man, what the fuck? That Iron Man 2 hate's ridiculous.
Dude, they have Iron Man 3 as 13. We've already
out of control. That's what I actually posted that in this article, and I had a lot of people be like, "Dude, you're right. The hate for Iron Man 2 is freaking whack." But I don't know. Some people love Iron Man 3. Man, it's crazy. Even though he's not even in it. Iron Man's not even in the damn movie. But whatever. Hey, the Ang Lee Hulk was 65.
You know, that was on tonight. I watched some of it.
Flash Gordon.
Flash.
Just a man with a man's courage. He knows nothing but a man, but he can never fail. No one but the pure of heart could find the fucking holy grail. I'm fucking Flash. It's a miracle.
Saved every one of us.
I actually forgot why we were all talking. But I forgot what we were doing.
Oh, the movies, the top 104
Welcome to
movies.
our world.
Yeah, this is what happens every time. Oh my god. Hey, you want to see where Thor 2 was?
Sure.
Dark.
There hasn't been enough Thor 2 hate yet.
What about Meteor Man?
36. Thor 2 Dark World, 36.
That's way too fucking high. Way too high. Blank Man.
No, Meteor Man.
Okay.
That one was so much worse.
75. Meteor Man's number 75.
Yeah.
Blank Man should be lower then.
Okay.
81.
Man of Steel and Superman Returns.
38 for Man of Steel. Just ahead of the Batman the movie from 1960s.
Are you shitting me?
I am absolutely not shitting you.
I'm telling you, there's a large Twitter contingent of the ladies who like that movie for some reason.
And it's ahead of the Steve Reeves Superman. Superman of the Mole. Is that Steve Reeves?
No, Christopher Reeves, yeah. Steve Reeves was Hercules.
George Reeves. Sorry, I meant George Reeves.
Wait,
George Reeves was like the old 1930s serial.
Yeah.
Well,
40s.
50s, yeah.
He's ranked.
Late 40s.
Number 40. Superman of the Mole Man is number 40.
Yeah.
Was Flash Gordon on there?
No, Flash Gordon is not. I don't think they count that as a superhero movie.
What about Superman Returns?
It's really low. I want to say I saw it scrolling through. 69.
Still too high.
Just behind Fantastic Four.
I barely stayed awake during the first one. Wait, which Fantastic Four?
The Incredibles.
No.
Incredibles is the only good Fantastic Four movie.
I don't think Incredibles is on the list, but it would definitely be top 10, right?
Wait,
wouldn't it?
It's not? That's a glaring oversight.
Well, I think they kind of tried to go live action here.
They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and they just shot all over the place. It's just like for the longest time, The Matrix kept popping up on top superhero lists. I wouldn't be shocked if this turned up, that turned up as well.
Come, give them a break, guys. Jesus. I give this website a lot of shit, but I'm not going to cap on them. For
no, IO9 is usually not that bad. IO9 is not one of the ones that makes me, shake my head so much. But this list.
Hey, you want to guess where Supergirl was?
Oh, that's got to be pretty damn low.
You guys are DC people.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that show.
95.
What about Green Lantern?
One spot ahead of X-Men: The Last Stand, which was 94.
I need to watch the movie again. I actually really enjoyed that the first time.
Hey, no Dolph Lundgren Punisher on this list.
Ooh.
I think I don't know if they just forgot it. I don't know how you include the other two Punishers, but you forget that one. What was the one we were about to do? What was it?
Wait. That one, did that
Green Lantern.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the Punisher
Got it. Green.
I'm not sure that the Punisher movie got a release in the States either.
Green Lantern was 77.
I saw it on VHS.
Yeah, I'm not sure it got released theatrically. So.
Oh, you're right. That may be it.
So where'd you say Green Lantern was again?
Green Lantern was 77, one spot ahead of X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I've got to say that Green Lantern is a much better movie than X-Men Origins Wolverine. That is.
Oh, no. Hell no.
That movie is so fucking terrible, dude.
Hey, and they're both below Meteor Man.
Like, Green Lantern isn't a good movie, but it could have been a lot worse. And like we've talked about before, it's Howard the Duck. It's a remake of Howard the Duck. That's what part of what's so weird about that movie.
Where's Howard the Duck?
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, I was saving this one for the last. You want to know where Howard the Duck is?
Go ahead.
Do you really want to know?
Sure, why not?
102.
Of course.
What?
Fuckers.
It's a reputation, man.
I bet. I'm sure there's a lot of people who haven't seen that movie. And honestly, I can see somebody hating that movie. I think it helps to have grown up with the flick. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I just enjoy the shit out of it, though.
I think it's a great movie.
It's better than a lot of these shit.
It's a lot, but man, I could watch. I've already watched Howard the Duck far more times than I'll ever watch Green Lantern or
Superman Returns.
Yeah, combined. Yeah,
who would? There is nothing redeemable about Superman Returns. There are.
I would argue with that. I would say there are 3 good things about Superman Returns.
The end credits. Okay, I got one. The end credits.
The rescue of the plane is great. That's a great, just
we
classic superhero action scene.
That's good.
And I think the performances, Brandon Routh channeling Christopher Reeves, is fun. And I think Kevin Spacey's Lex Luthor was better than Gene Hackman's, and certainly going to be better than creepy Jesse Eisenberg.
Bite your tongue. Oh no, Kevin Spacey's Luthor was horrible.
He's playing himself, but I thought that was better.
No, he's playing Gene Hackman.
At least was fun.
But that's just it. Spacey's doing Hackman. He's doing a Hackman impersonation.
No, he wasn't. I don't know what. But granted, I've only seen the movie once, and it was so bad, I don't think I could ever revisit it. I did think it was really bad. The super baby and all that shit, and the island was just it was too much.
But I did like when Superman got shanked with kryptonite. That was pretty cool.
No, I just liked when he got shot in the eye with the bullet, and it bounced off. I thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Hellboy 2 is 28.
See, I never saw it. Fix?
It's good.
Yeah, you liked both those, didn't you?
Drunkula walked out. Drunkula said he was going to walk out.
I was going to walk out, except the theater was too crowded, and it was just awkward. But yeah, I don't know. I liked the Hellboy comics, and I didn't like either of the movies. So I don't know.
I think I remember liking the first one.
I definitely liked Ron Perlman. The rest of the movie kind of left me cold. Yeah.
Hey, we got to watch The Green Hornet again.
I fucking enjoyed that movie. Where was
me
that
too.
one? Yeah,
it was 47 on this list.
Yeah, that was a fun flick. You know,
People thought it sucked. I loved how they kept making fun of Cameron Diaz.
Man, they were brutal. But that was funny.
Yeah,
I like the chemistry between those two. I like everything about that movie was a blast for me. I enjoyed the shit out of that one. It helps though that I'm a big Seth Rogen fan. So
really,
yeah, I like Seth Rogen.
Wow, 20 years.
I like him too.
I've never thought you'd said. I didn't think you liked Seth Rogen that much.
Yeah, no. I mean, ever since what was it, Knocked Up? I think that's where I first started paying attention to him, and I will see a movie just because Seth Rogen's in it. I've seen most of the movies he's made since that one, and I've enjoyed the majority of them. I even like The Interview, which a lot of people were bagged on.
I like The Interview. I thought it was pretty good. I really like that 50-50.
Yeah, that's a great.
That was really good.
Oh yeah, 50-50 is great. I'm trying to see Jonah Hex 91. Wow, what a disappointment that one was, man.
Because he was such a good
DC's
Jonah
making
Hex.
all these super dark movies. Jonah Hex would be perfect for that super dark. Man, talk about just missing it by a few years, right?
Well, that and
did Wild Wild West pop up on that list?
Yeah, that was a TV show. Josh Brolin was so good as Hex, and they even had fucking Michael Fassbender in this movie, and the script just destroyed it. It was just such a bad script, but they could have made a good movie of that. That and giving him superpowers was stupid. Oh, and Megan Fox. Let's not forget Megan Fox.
They gave him superpowers for real? Wow.
Yeah, he could channel the dead and talk to them. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, hey, we just cut another podcast about this list.
Pretty much, yeah. Either that or I'll throw it into the mail section.
Man, we're great.
Like that. Yeah, once the little bar goes to the 3-hour mark, I've got to make some use out of this extra.
Punisher Warzone 41.
Way too high.
Hey, that was a fun one.
No, that was not
Jigsaw
fun.
was fun.
That was a piece of fucking shit. That was a fucking chore to get through.
See, for me, that movie would be enjoyable the way Howard the Duck is. But for some reason, that movie gets all this cult following cred that Howard the Duck doesn't get. I don't get it.
I think they just get off on the violence. I think that's what that comes down to. And I get off on the duck fucking. So, it's whatever your predilection happens to be.
So bestiality, in other words.
But way more into bestiality than people getting stabbed in the eye with a chair leg. So that's just me.
Okay.
But Punisher was not and I think Dark Knight Rises is 31. Way too high, guys.
Fuck yeah. That movie is a piece of shit.
Fuck. Hey,
don't badmouth Rocky 3.
Hey, how about
Dark Knight Rises is Rocky 3. I've told you that before.
Really? Rocky 3 is amazing. So that's
the Dark Knight Rises is the exact same movie. They just put him in a cape. It's the same story.
Really?
Watch those two together. It's phenomenal. Up to the point where you've got a statue of the character on the steps of City Hall.
Holy shit!
It's freaky insane.
I have to go see it now.
Oh, you never saw it, huh?
No, I never saw it.
It's so bad. The only good thing is Catwoman.
You have to remember, I hate. You remember how much I hated Dark Knight,
which is actually a good movie. Yeah.
Well, I can't stand it. That is the most boringly long, overhyped. Oh, it's makes me sick to my stomach. I would never in a million years sit down and watch that movie again. But
the Dark Knight Rises has a lot of things that I like, but it's essentially what would the world be like without Batman? It's 2.5 hours of Gotham City without Batman.
Oh, and don't forget,
isn't it 3 hours long for real though? Isn't it 3 hours long?
It's like 240, 245, yeah.
It's just not. It's not a logical movie. It doesn't make sense. Nothing about that movie makes any sense.
How about Age of Ultron? Where do you guys think it went?
Well,
no, we already went through the top 20, didn't we?
I feel like that's gotten a lot of backlash and a lot of people hate on that movie. I enjoyed it for the stuff that it gave me that I've wanted to see since I've been reading the comics, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's closer to 50.
It's been punished for not being the movie that people had in their heads. I really think that's the case.
That is not going to be one of the 3 highest grossing movies of the year.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Crazy. Actually,
Furious 7, Jurassic World, they've beaten it. Star Wars, chances are, will beat it. And who the hell knows, Mockingjay might end up beating it.
So here's the deal. Star Wars will not beat it because it's not going to have enough time. It's only got 6 days in the year because it comes out on Christmas, right?
I think they count as long as it came out. I think if it came out that calendar year, they count whatever its total domestic haul is.
Okay, so then that will definitely beat it. Worldwide, it already passed Furious 7. It took a long time, but it narrowly has now passed Furious 7 because I saw a list today.
Oh, it's because it didn't open up in Japan until 4th of July weekend.
Okay,
it didn't open up in Japan for like 2 months.
Because I went to go see what the projection for Ant-Man was, which is like 60 million is what they're projected for Ant-Man this weekend, which I think is better than I thought it was going to do. And I that's when I saw so far worldwide rank that Age of Ultron finally passed Furious 7, which I had given it up. I was like, oh, there's no way it's going to catch Furious 7. So you're right. It must have been Japan.
Yeah.
Anyway, so hey, Age of Ultron's 30, one spot ahead of Dark Knight Rises.
Well, that's higher than I would have thought. So
yeah. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm done. I got to go. I got to log off.
Yeah. Good night, sir.
It's 1 o'clock here.
Night, guys.
Yeah. Good night, y'all.
Hey, it was good podcasting with you, Ryan.
Yeah, it's good talking to you guys too. So.
All right, hey, make sure you export this dumbass.
We received Twitter follows from All Things Cool, trademark, Burden of Freedom, Carbon Glitch 13, Chad Shimke, Chew, spelled CHOOCHEW, which is a horror movie indie, Christian Ackerman, Con Survival Guide, Cray Celebrities, Daniel Newman, Eden Sitcom, The Erathimir Coil, Gary Lindberg, Geek It Cool, Horror Film Anthology, Imperfect Evil, JB at _JB88 Jennifer Ruiz, Katie Sheridan, Cold Beer Man, Kingfish Stevens, LAHorror.com, Marvel Girl, Moondragon, Omar Spahi, Panic Prone Parade, Philip Tolhurst, Rebel Yell, Smiftamista, Standard Comics, T3H Records, Toby Murcianu, Tyler Narducci, Vince Chiofolo, We Got This Covered, and Weird Science DC Blog. We received retweets from Ange, BS Podcast Network, Chris William, Collector's Den, Firestorm Fan, Readers Group at Streatham Comics, Self-Destruct Comics, and Terror Troop, as well as Twitter favorites from Almega First Crusader, Alexander Alvarez, Amy Royland, Baked English, Ben Cohen, BKLYN 1834, C. Miller, Charles Washington, Charlton Hero, City War, Comic Book Lion, Comic Relief Podcast, Comical Podcast, Count Drunkula, Couple Things Podcast, Darth Vader #1, trademark, David Fior, David Golding Artist, Dobbs at Chasing Horses, Ed Moore at Teal Productions, Elijah Medge, Eric Mannix, Foot-Pound Force, Hilton Ariel Ruiz, Horror Losers, J.D. Barker, Kevin Daji, The Lo-Fi Show, Jonathan Mayberry, Karen at Kazzy69, Larry W. Looper Jr., Longbox Graveyard, Marvel Incorporated, Men's Forum, Michael Sakel, Miss Impolitic, Odell Abner Dracula, Out of the Fridge, Patch of Land, The Phantom, Phil Thomas, Plop Cartoons, Podfellas.com, Reality Crowd TV, Sketch Comedy Podcast, Stephen Whistler, Stranger Conversation, Super Podcasto, Swiftwater Stew, Tanya Malone, Titanium Comics, Tony Greenell, Waiting for Doom, Wetsuit at Lucid Cadet, World of Drobe, at the Jabbercrow, and Zombie with a Shotgun. Follow Fridays and other related days of the week. Came from Adam Blackmoon, Cheryl at Piggy Mouth, FYFC Podcasts, and Self-Destruct Comics. Our good buddy Martin Gray of the Too Dangerous for a Girl blog wrote an article for the website panels.net stating, listen up, a pick of comic podcasts. And our own podcasts were placed in the company of Raging Bullets, Waiting for Doom, the Doom Patrol podcast, Batgirl at Oracle, shout out to Stella, Panel Culture, Supermaids Podcast, Wait What? Three Chicks Review Comics, Silence! The Legion of Substitute Podcasters, Secret Origins Podcast, and the Fire and Water Podcast. Good company. I've listened to quite a few of those podcasts my own self. Of our podcast, though, Martin wrote, one webpage, numerous shows. The Marvel Superheroes Podcast, Diana Prince Wonder Woman, Power of the Atom, The Idol Head of Diabolu, DC Bloodlines, Amazing Heroes, exclamation points. Okay, I made that last one up. With Diabolu Frank, that's a Martian Manhunter reference, OBS, Illegal Machine, and Mr. Joe Fixit churn out show after show, full of great trivia, massive enthusiasm, and no-holds-barred opinions. To read up on those other podcasts, you can go to panels.net/2015/07/30/listen-pick-podcasts, or presumably some search engine will help you to get there. Again, the article is called Listen Up, a Pick of Comic Podcast. Jason Martinez tweeted that he was listening to the Marvel Superheroes Podcast, Marvel's Ant-Man 3D 2015 episode. David Fior wrote, the lead singer of Nickelback doesn't have demons, but Hank Pym sure does. I thanked a number of listeners, including Nikki at EatKS, for favoriting us with the term, thanks for the favors. She wrote, but I didn't do you any favor till now. And then when I tried to explain myself, she said, those aren't favors. I called her cheeky. She said, it's part of my charm. Siskoid wrote, and while we're listing off Hank Pym's identities, he was also the Wasp in Mighty Avengers, where they basically made him a size-changing Doctor Who. No complaints from me. Hank remains one of my favorite Avengers. As for the film, while Frank is, as usual, way too down on it, he's right about one thing. It did read as a clash between script and director, with Edgar Wright's written comedy falling flat due to the director's pacing. You all seemed very keen on Michael Douglas's performance, but I felt he was the biggest victim of this, and I found his sarcastic humor pretty lifeless as a result. Otherwise, I thought it was fun and inventive with the shrinking stuff, one of my favorite superpowers done well, and felt pushing the comedy in Ant-Man was way more successful than doing so in the Thor movies. Yes, I could certainly do without the constant crossing over with the Avengers series, but if you're going to choose an Avenger to fight Ant-Man, it would have to be Falcon or Hawkeye, because they both have keen eyesight, but Hawkeye suffered enough. Count Drunkula wanted to let you know that you can check out his astonishing guest appearance on the latest Marvel Superheroes podcast, which remains true of the current episode you're listening to. He also wrote, something I forgot to bring up during our chat was my theory that Hank Pym is the linchpin of the Marvel Universe, because he connects to so many characters through the use of his powers, name legacy, creation, marriage, and other things. Seriously, he's got like 70 of these connections. Pick anybody in the Marvel Universe and play to 3 degrees of Hank Pym. And then I'm assuming that Drunkula just had some sort of Word doc set aside where he listed like 70 some odd connections. You can check it out on the Ant-Man 3D podcast episode 43. And I was surprised to learn that Tigra conceived a child with the Skrull impersonator of Hank Pym. I'm not sure how that could happen. That doesn't make sense to me. That's also gross, and it makes me feel that much more bad for Tigra. And Tigra's had so many things happen to her. The last thing I need is another reason to feel bad for poor Tigra. We need to do another Tigra episode, by the way. And finally, it's time for the Merry Marvel Marching Society. They include Adam Blackmoon at Captain Midnight, Angel Velasquez at Angel D Fallen One, Ask the Moon at Ask the Moon 22, Blood and Gourd, spelled with a U, at Blood and Gourd, Bone Dragon Comics at Bone Dragon Comic, CJ at GNCJ15, Darren and Ruth Sutherland at DS and RS, Dead as Hell at Dead as Hell HP, Dead Vinyl at Dead Vinyl, Drunken Dork Podcast at The Drunken Dork, Alina Anchova at Alina Anchova, Emiliano Correa at Guasan0411, Eternal Rage at Eternal Rage, Fantastiverse at Fantastiverse, Fear Inns, INNES at The Fear Agenda, Film Reel Podcast at The Film Reel Podcast, The First Bat, spelled 1ST at The First Bat, Future Primitive at F Primitive Comic, Graphic Novice at Graphic Novice, Hall of Justice at HOJ Comics, Invader Sin at Alias Scarecrow, Jeanne Jones at One Carolina Girl, Kanish Kabbalah at Manny Balan 7979, Cord Industries at Cord Industries 1, Liz O at It's Lizzo, Mark Sweeney at Mark Sweeney Jr., Miss Moneypenny at Spinweb Chin, spelled with 2 N's, Mr. Mallet at Dan Mallet, My Star Wars Story at My Star Wars Story, Nikki at Eat KS, Odyssey Unleashed at Odyssey Unleashed, Outside Longbox out at Outside Longbox, Party Roll Podcast at Party_Roll, Pittsburgh Nerd Pod at Pittsburgh Nerd, Professor Riptide at Ezohize, EZOHYEZ, Randy Micah Smith, often called the Penultimate, sometimes not, at Randy S0725, Richard Calvert at Sansoon Oryu, Space Chief at Space Chief 75, Superhero Speak at Superhero Speak, Tim Mason at Regeekin, Too Dangerous at Dangerous2 TOO, Top 5 Road Crew at Top 5 Podcaster, Trekker Talk at Trekker Talk, and Oofda at Fry Hole Yeah. I thought I'd throw in a little extra something by adding the ats. I now realize that was a really bad idea, and this would probably work better with an echo effect. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.
The Marvel Superheroes Podcast is in no way affiliated with or endorsed by Marvel Entertainment. All characters mentioned and audio clips employed are believed covered under fair use, with no infringement intended against their copyright holders. The views expressed in this podcast are assumed legitimate, truthful, and solely possessed by the speaker.
What is going on with these people's eyes?
Yeah.
All the Atlanteans have these gigantic anime eyes, but because they're American, they're all creepy and weird and wrong.
I thought they were Mongolians.
They look kind of like... Oh, God, I gotta cut that out.
All right, so okay. I don't know what else to talk about this.
No, it's okay.
Cut that out. Don't...
Oh, I'm going to edit the shit out of this. We're not...
Out of this. But the thing is, we're dropping racial bombs on people.
Yeah, no, we're not going to mention Mongolians. We're not mentioning fucking Mongolians.
Dude, Mongolians is not a racial term.
It is. He looks like a Mongolian. Are there going to be people who have Mongolian descent?
There's a restaurant called the Mongolian Grill by my house.
That's different.
What?
I'm saying he looks like a Chinaman because there's a Chinese food restaurant down the street. Please, why are we still recording this?
I'll use it as a sticker.
Well, no, the thing is, I wanted to compare it to the TV show because there was a huge difference in it.
So why the fuck didn't you do that? You're just like...
Well, no, it's okay.
He's killing people.
Because here's the thing.
Dude, if you read that, he just literally murder. I wish I read that one. Imagine it'll take more.
Well, let me get back to this one.
Murder. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Chains.
No.
Asian, dude. I thought he was Asian.
Okay, so say he looks Asian. Don't say he looks like a fucking Mongolian.
And I'm recording. Good timing.
Hate speech from the white bot.
Yeah.